Imagine unlocking the human body like a high-tech safe, where tiny bubbles and sound waves team up to deliver medicine right where it's needed most, all without a single scalpel's touch. That's the exciting frontier we're diving into today with this fresh research on microbubbles and ultrasound, promising safer, more precise ways to treat everything from brain diseases to cancer. But here's where it gets controversial. Could this non-invasive magic come at the cost of overlooking hidden risks in everyday medical tech? Stick around as we break it down step by step, making sense of the science for beginners and sparking some big ideas along the way. A team of innovative researchers from Skoltech, ITMO University, and their partners have just shared groundbreaking insights into how microbubbles react when hit with ultrasound waves. Their discoveries pave the way for crafting more reliable and safer microbubbles, which could serve as clever carriers for transporting drugs straight to the brain or activating powerful cancer-fighting agents exactly where tumors lurk. Plus, by mastering this, we might dial down the intensity of ultrasound needed, sidestepping its potential downsides like unintended tissue damage. This study, detailed in the journal Acta Biomaterialia, with the DOI, https://doi.org/1016/j.actbio.2025.09.026, marks a big leap forward for turning ultrasound from a diagnostic buddy into a therapeutic powerhouse. Let's zoom in on microbubbles for a moment. These are essentially tiny gas-filled spheres, often coated with a protective layer, that doctors already use in ultrasound imaging to boost image clarity. They help spot even the tiniest blood vessels, making diagnostics sharper and more accurate. But the nitty-gritty physics and chemistry of how these bubbles form, expand and contract, and eventually pop under ultrasound's influence? That's been a bit of a mystery, like trying to predict the exact path of a bouncing ball in a chaotic game. To harness ultrasound as a precise tool for treatment, scientists had to decode every twist and turn, including the energy released when a bubble bursts. Think of it as the pop that could either heal or harm. And this is the part most people miss, understanding that pop is absolutely vital for advanced medical tricks. For instance, in sonodynamic therapy, these bubbles can be designed to trigger cancer drugs right at the tumor site, turning them on like a light switch only when ultrasound is applied. Similarly, they hold promise for sneaking medications past the blood-brain barrier. Imagine that as a super tough security gate made of tightly packed cells that normally blocks drugs from the bloodstream from entering the brain. With microbubbles, we could gently nudge those barriers open, delivering treatments for conditions like Alzheimer's or brain tumors without invasive procedures. It's like giving your brain a VIP pass to essential therapies. Instead of experimenting on living tissue right away, we focused squarely on the pure physics behind these bubbles, explained Tatiana Estefeva, the lead author and a junior research scientist at Skoltech Photonics. By nailing down how bubbles act at each phase, from their creation to their demise, we can intentionally engineer safe, stable versions. That means controlling everything, from the proteins in their outer shell to how they interact with blood, ensuring no nasty surprises down the line. Estefeva went on to add, down the road, these well-studied bubbles won't just help us see inside the body, they'll enable ultrasound-based therapies that are incredibly precise and gentle, revolutionizing how we approach healing. The research team experimented with microbubbles encased in a protein-based shell, testing 2 different stabilizers to boost their reliability. Both worked wonders, keeping the bubbles calm and steady, preserving the protein's original shape even under ultrasound bombardment. Why does that matter? A sturdy shell reduces the chance of unwanted body reactions, like inflammation or unexpected bursts that could release substances haphazardly. For beginners, think of it like reinforcing a soap bubble to prevent it from popping too soon during a windy day. Stability equals safety. To track the bubble's full journey, from formation to collapse, the scientists filmed them and employed a cavitometer, a specialized device that detects sound waves in a liquid to observe cavitation. Cavitation, in simple terms, is the rhythmic throbbing of bubbles as they grow and shrink under ultrasound, kind of like a heartbeat in the liquid world. Their data revealed that the stabilizers cut cavitation intensity nearly in half, shifting the process from wild, unpredictable fizzing to a controlled, gentle pulse. This predictability makes the bubbles safer and more manageable, noted Galina Kalinichenko, a master's student in Skolteka's Photonics and Quantum Materials program and a co-author of the study. The team didn't stop there, they also checked how these microbubbles mingle with human blood. Reassuringly, the bubbles left red blood cells unscathed in terms of shape and movement, meaning they don't throw off normal blood flow. This suggests they're likely safe for real-world use inside the body, a huge win for potential patients worried about side effects. Mastering bubble behavior from start to finish lays the groundwork for exciting medical innovations. Soon, we could shift to using low-power, focused ultrasound, fine-tuning bubble recipes to control cavitation just right. This study shows that by deeply grasping the physics and chemistry of microbubbles, we're on the cusp of making ultrasound a go-to for non-invasive treatments. What was once mainly for spotting issues in scans might now become a scalpel-free way to intervene with pinpoint accuracy, like a gentle wave delivering drugs to hard-to-reach spots. For more details, check out the full paper, Tatiana M. Estefeva et al., Direct Insights into Synthesis, Protein Integrity, and Blood Microreology of Albumin Microbubbles, Acta Biomaterialia, 2025, DOI, https://dx.doi.org/1016/j.actbio.2025.09.026. This research was originally reported on October 30, 2025, and retrieved from https://physics.org/news/2025-10-microbubble-physics-ultrasound-noninvasive-therapy.html. Note, this content is for informational purposes only and is subject to copyright. Please seek permission for reproduction. Now, let's stir the pot a bit. While this sounds like a medical miracle, some might argue that relying on such high-tech bubbles could distract from simpler, proven treatments or even introduce new ethical dilemmas, like who gets access to these advanced therapies first. Is the promise of non-invasive care worth the wait, or are we risking overcomplicating healthcare? What do you think? Could this change the face of medicine forever, or is there a controversial downside we're not seeing? Drop your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take.